Good Sunday morning to you, folks. This morning I'm heading out. It's now 7:13. Heading out for a ride with some friends from the office. Going for breakfast. We decided to have this ride because we have a visitor in town from Greece, from our Greece office, and he's a rider as well. So one of the guys in the office put this together and said, hey, it would be nice to go riding with Vasilios. So here we are going this morning. We're going to meet up at one of the gas stations not too far from me and from my house, and go for a little ride, have some breakfast, and then get back home. Kind of nice right now, actually. It's 75 degrees and a little bit cool, if you were to believe that. We had a hell of a lot of rain yesterday, and so it was, the roads might still be wet in spots, but so far so good. Humidity is down for now, and it's quite nice, quite pleasant. Here we have some early morning fog. Oh my God, this is this is pretty dense. I'm gonna get some gas. The place that we're gonna meet is across the road, and get some gas here because I don't buy gas from that gas station over there, whatever that is, Sunoco. I get Shell gas. Well, we've since left the gas station, and for the longest time I had problems hooking up the 20S and the Prism. So I lost all kinds of footage. Now we were going slowly on this road. I managed to use both hands to switch the Prism off and then on, basically rebooting it. Now I've got connectivity again between the two units, and I can record. Not a heck of a lot happened since we left. It's a lot of slow riding and fog. So we're on the back road. So it's nice and comfortable, though, I can say. 75 degrees, and it's cool because of all of this fog. So quite pleasant. Vasilios is in front, and this is a new bike to him, and he's a little rusty, I guess, because he doesn't ride often in Greece, but I'm sure this is going to be a unique experience for him, getting accustomed to Mark's cruiser, and that's as much throttle as he gave it yet. But that's okay, safety first. I think Vasilius is just seen some cows. It would be nice if the weather were better. Geez, there's lots of cows around here to see. And some of the routes that I ride, all kinds of cows. Even longhorns occasionally. That would be a nice cow for him to see. Fog looks like it's lifting a bit. This is pretty good. You can see a little bit more. Quite nice now. Looks like it's burning off a little bit. If it stays like this, it'll be really nice. I'm gonna make sure my lens is clean. Hopefully that did it. Montgomery Trace. I've seen at least three entrances to Montgomery Trace. And pretty nice area in there. Lots of nice houses, nice properties, kind of like this. See all these nice homesteads. This one's got a nice pond in the backyard. Oh man, that'd be nice. Guys practice training on their bikes. Now is a really good time for that. On a Sunday morning, you see them out all over the place. They're riding these bikes and training, even in the heat. I guess we're going on 2854 now, and this is going to bring us up to the 1488 and 105. So we're going to get some nice riding in. It's a nice route. Steve has got his project bike out today. I like the color, or lack of color. Seems to be brushed aluminum and chrome all over. So that's pretty cool. Pretty area here. Good deer country. So if there's any deers around, they should be out around now. There's a nutty Harley rider. You can smell their exhaust all the way back here. Maybe it'll clear up ahead. I can see a little blue sky. Nice hay bales there. Beautiful morning. Oh man. You should be out there in a nice campfire, drinking some coffee, eating some eggs and bacon and toast over a campfire. That would be great. This is real pretty. A little bit different from Greece. Greece is very pretty too. Next time I go back there, I have to ask my friend Evangelos to take me out for a ride. Evangelos has got a BMW R1200R, which is the naked version of this bike. Same model year, 2016, and so I'd probably want to see if I can rent an RS like this over there, and have Vangelis take me for a ride. I just got to be careful though, because they're lane splitting Greece, and I'm not accustomed to lane splitting. So, but it'll be interesting because the scenery is spectacular. Greece is so pretty. Texas is rugged. Texas is Texas. Texas can be pretty. This is all nice and green here, but if you go west, lots of mountains and lots of desert and brown stuff. Not so pretty. This is quite pretty here. And then you go to the hill country out northwest from Houston. Very pretty, even prettier than this. So there are parts of Texas that are quite pretty. This is twisting the throttle a little. That's alright. As long as you don't get a ticket. We're only doing 63 though. Speed limit is 60. So we're good. This is on the 105, and sun is at our back, so scenery looks really nice in front. Beautiful blue Texas sky. Looks so pretty at this time of the day. Oh. This is my one of my regular routes to go for a Sunday ride, I should say. Usually come up here, go to pass through Richards, go to Carlos. Lots of bikes come on this road on a Sunday or a Saturday, and there's lots of curves, lots of straights, and so the bikes get to stretch their legs a bit. Keep going. This is the 1097 East. So more farm country. Well, this is a cemetery here, and rural Texas. This is all areas that Vasilios wouldn't have seen too much of, I would say, because whenever he comes to Houston, it's usually to go to the office. So I think this is a nice bit of a break. This is nice. Coming up to, what's this, Lake Conroe. Actually, this is a pretty good route that Steve picked. I don't know who picked the route, if it's Steve or Mark, but it's a good route for to show Vasilios all the nice scenery. And there's a beautiful lake. It's always full of tourists and people with powerboats and jet skis and all that crap. Every now and again there's some issue, somebody crashing into somebody else because they're out here drinking and boating. But it's still a beautiful lake, and it's got lots of beautiful amenities, restaurants and everything around it, so you can't take that away from it. Quite pretty. And there's a couple of guys with jet skis right there. Give it another 2-3 hours, the bloody place will be full of watercraft. There's another one over there. I guess now's the time if you want to come out here and have the lake to yourself and do some nice high-speed runs. Now's the time to do it because there's not so many people out on the lake. There he is. He's got it going pretty good. Oh well. That's a nice campground there, see? RVs. Now that's what I do. I have one of those RVs there. Something similar to that. And that's a nice place to Sunset Shores RV Park. So you can go and back up onto the lake, and I guess if you've got a watercraft you can bring that too and have a nice time. Probably expensive as heck to go to that RV park, relatively speaking. And it's probably always booked because it's right on the lake, and the lake is handy to Houston in the city of Conroe. So lots of people. Heading for the 45. We're going to be going to one of the Cracker Barrel restaurants for breakfast. They offer a rustic American style ambiance, in American style cooking, and so it should be a good breakfast. I'm starving. Like I said, it's now 8:33. By now I'm pretty much done my breakfast. This is another part of Lake Conroe, I guess. Just another one of the sections. This part is pretty nice actually, but it's got lots of boats along the side and everything, so it's probably pretty cramped up there. Mark's taking over the lead, so since we're not connected via Bluetooth, I have no idea what that means. Maybe he knows the better route, but we're almost there. We're almost at the 45. So I'm doing the sweeper roll now. We should be arriving at the restaurant not too far, not too long from now. Willis. We're heading towards Willis. Steve is in the sweeper role now. Now he has to go pick up somebody from the airport, so I don't know if he's gonna drop off or what, but he might not join for breakfast. We'll see. There's a guy in the GS standing up. I can stand up on my bike too, but the GS is quite comfortable for standing up. It's made for that. My sport bike, not so much. Now we just pulled into the Cracker Barrel parking lot. Find a spot to park.
Low battery.
All right. Good ride, man. Okay, so we had a great breakfast, reasonable price. Now we're gonna take a nice scenic route back and back to home. So, we're now leaving Cracker Barrel, 78 degrees, not a heck of a lot hotter than when we got here. However, the sun is out and it feels hotter. Even though it's only 3 degrees, it feels a lot hotter. Let's see. Okay. So Steve has just left. He's left the group and he's headed back home because he's got to pick up somebody from the airport, and their flight is coming in around 11 or something like that. So he's gone, and we're gonna continue on back. Take some nice scenic roads. And 9:48 right now. I expect I'll be back home in my house by about 10:30. Not that it's that far away, but it's we'll be riding at a more sedate pace like this, so it takes time. That's all. Had a great breakfast. Nice group shot at the start. We managed to get the guy to take our picture, so that's going to be nice. This is the junction with the 1488. I think we're probably going to be going right on the 1488. No, I guess not. I could have sworn he was going to go right on the 1488. Oh well, this is alright too. Well, it's been a really good ride, and I'm glad that we were able to come out and do this early in the morning before it got too hot. Now it's 83 degrees, 10:20 in the morning, and it's getting warmer, and day's starting out to be quite nice, but I know that we're going to get showers on and off today, because that's just the way it is right now. But it's good for Vasilios to see this while he's here in Houston for meetings, and this is probably going to be like one of the high points of his trip. Good for him to be able to spend some time on the weekend, going out for a ride and having a meal. I wanted to make those remarks just in case I have to leave off. So another fine day riding. Vasilios is getting a little bit more comfortable, I think. I'll go riding with them. Go on the Woodlands Parkway. My home is straight down this road here. But I'm gonna go a little further on, see where they're going. Actually, I think Vasilios is staying in the Woodlands, but he's got to bring Mark's bike back to Spring. So maybe this is the way to Mark's house. That's okay. I'll go with them.